What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with our next Theorycraft video. As you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about is spying cheating. This really doesn't affect us at OneHive, but it did in the past, and there's been a lot of talk about it lately. A lot of the podcasters were talking about it. There were some guys tweeting at me, really upset that it had been going on in a war they had, and so I thought I would address it, just give my thoughts on it. Is spying cheating? Yeah, it is, but not in the sense of people should be banned for it. It's not against terms of service. It's not anything like modding. It is cheating in the sense it gives you an unfair advantage. Now, as I said, this does not affect us because our clan is closed 24/7. But the reason I'm against it, and the reason it's not allowed at OneHive, well, there's multiple reasons, but the reason I'm personally against it is because you have them at an unfair advantage. It's hard to recruit in this game, and there's no way to do it unless you're, a OneHive clan that has like a website and you have a draw of recruits that are constantly coming outside of in-game applications. But a lot of clans are not in that position. They have to leave the clans open. They have to be open basically all the time because it's hard. It's competitive to get good recruits. So they want to not miss out. Hey, I can't join this clan. I'm going to look someplace else. They don't want to have that problem, so they leave the clan open. So a lot of people take advantage of that and send in, quality looking players when they're going to war with someone and get their bases and their, trap locations and CC compositions and all that stuff. And it is unfair and it's frustrating. Back right after the Hog update came out, and it was a tough time for war clans. Everyone was scrambling, trying to figure out how to 3-star bases, and it was competitive, and it was a lot of wars were a lot closer back then because we were all sort of on even footing for a while until the new attack styles were fleshed out. We had this happen to us and lost by 2 stars, so we were really upset about it, and we did consider it cheating, and I still do. But as I said, it's not something that I think people should be banned for. It is part of the game. It is preventable to a degree. You can close your clan, during wars if you want to. I understand the reason not to do that, but because it is preventable, because it is part of the game, because it's not against terms of service, I don't think anyone should be banned for it or anything like that. I just think it's kind of weak. It's not, again, it's not like modding. It's just kind of weak. It goes back to the video I made long time ago titled, What Do You Want Out of War? And I would encourage anyone that does this in their clan to watch the video. Think about its message and think about what it says. And we at OneHive want tough wars, but we want fair wars. We want tough wars on an even footing. We don't want an unfair advantage, and we don't want the enemy to have an unfair advantage. Just 2 good clans going at it. And I think a lot of clans feel that way these days. So if you thought about it that way, you probably wouldn't allow it in your clan. There's just no reason to try to take that unfair advantage. Just see who's better. Even if you lose, there's no dishonor in that. If you fought fair and you fought hard, win or lose, you probably are better because of it if it's a tough war. So just take that and take it for what it's worth, and don't worry about trying to get that unfair advantage. Just play it straight up. There was even a thing about some of these clans and some of these guys doing underhanded things to get people banned. To try to get someone in the enemy clan banned. It's one thing if they really do something that's offensive towards you, but if you're just trying to look for a reason to get them banned so they have fewer attacks, that falls in this category. It's not cheating. It is cheating. It's not, like nobody should be banned for it. It's just kind of weak. It's just like, why would you not want them at full strength? Why not try to find out if you're better? It makes you better when you fight better competition. And if you're trying to handicap or hamstring the opponent before the war ever starts, you're really just hurting yourself. You're making the challenge that much less of a challenge, and in the end, you're not improving as much as you would have otherwise, if that makes sense. I hope it does. At least that's how I feel about it. I think that's how a lot of people at One High feel about it. Again, it would never be allowed here. We don't want that unfair advantage. We want to find out who's better, just straight up. And it does frustrate us when people get an unfair advantage when we're warning them, regardless of the method, because then we'll never know. You know, that was one thing that was so upsetting. The clan that did it way back in the day, we wanted to know who was better, and now we never get to know who was better in that moment, us or them, because they had an unfair advantage. So I know how the guys feel and why they're complaining. It is frustrating, but keep your heads up. Hopefully more clans come to the realization that there's no need for it. Just play it straight up, see who's better, get better because of the war, and just enjoy the experience. Hope you guys liked the video. Hope it made sense. That's just my thoughts on it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, Jake from One Hive, reminding you guys to suck less.